What's up, guys and girls? Static here, and welcome back to the Tame the Beast server for a little bit more Feed the Beast. I've just recently been running around this Red Rock area trying to make sense of where all the landmarks and stuff are and where I plan on building my buildings for Mesa Science. And I've sort of noticed that over here, this front side here, this is where I've decided that we're going to be coming into our facility, as spawn is sort of over that way. And you can see, I don't know how well you can see it on the minimap at the moment, but at the moment what I'm running on top of is a raised bit of land, kind of like a mesa, and it sort of comes around this way, curves around, and then there's a little bit more over that side as well. And now I don't want to be taking, quite obviously I don't want to be taking up the entire Red Rock surface here with my my base, but I thought that this little formation here makes a pretty good natural spot for the building, and it's got a little bit of a what we'll probably make into a courtyard in the middle there afterwards, and then it's surrounded by all these elevated areas where we can build buildings and stuff on the inside. But yes, that's what I've been doing recently, just running around, taking a look, planning out where I want to put everything. Also been playing on the server a little bit with Unhost, Minecrafted, and Joe Hills. Unfortunately, I accidentally deleted the footage. I was going to cut some of that into today's episode, but yeah, unfortunately, I accidentally deleted that. But as a result of playing with those guys, I got a couple of new toys. First one, as you can see, normally I would take enough damage from that to die. Unhost was kind enough to make me a pair of rubber boots, and I gotta say, I love these. Being able to take that, battling creepers at the moment on the server is, yeah, kind of dangerous for me. The lag makes it very difficult not to blow those creepers up when you kill them. But yeah, these rubber boots, love them. They, I'm sure you guys know by now what they do. They reduce your fall damage. They don't take much damage themselves either, and even if they do, they slowly repair themselves over time. So these are going to be a lifesaver, I think. And you can probably see in my inventory my other little toy that I've been playing with. I've started making linking books, and so yeah, we've got one to spawn, which is beautiful. So I can zip back here if I need to get anything and or meet one of the guys. And then I got a linking book to Unhost's place, to my place, Minecrafted's hub, and Shablam Sciences. Those are the only ones I've got at the moment. I'll try and keep updating my collection as we go. And I do want to keep these in a safe spot somewhere. I'm not quite sure where yet. I'm thinking for now I might just temporarily keep them over this side, since I'm not really going to be doing anything over here. Oh yeah, and you guys haven't seen the expansion of the room. This was so out here is where we first came into Mesa Science. I've expanded the room out, as you can see, this way and off to the side over here, and I also dug a bit of a tunnel to begin with, just to try and get some basic resources, because I was having no real luck finding caves and stuff around the area. And yeah, I went with this diagonal kind of tunnel. I like the way that these look, especially when the tunnel's nice and long. That looks awesome, I think. And yeah, I hit a cave here and a cave down the bottom. So yeah, thanks to this little branch mine here, we've got some resources that we can play around with. Not really anything to write home about, but yeah, we've got some stuff going here, as you can see. And that means we've got enough stuff to start building some items that you guys have requested that I build, or suggested, I should say. So the first one is someone suggested that I should make a pocket crafting table, and from what I've seen on various other actually, how did I make this? What was it? I need some more of those. Yeah, so what I've seen on the other guys' footage so far, this will definitely come in handy if I can figure out how to make it. There we go. So for anyone not aware what this thing does, if we keep this little space in our inventory clear, we can just right click this, I believe. Yep, and there we go, pocket crafting. And so if we wanted to make ourselves another crafting bench, or no, that wouldn't work. We'll make ourselves a sword, for example. if I can place things in the right spot. So we could make ourselves a wooden sword. So that will be quite handy, I think. So definitely a good first build. So now that I've made myself the pocket crafting table, I can now remove this crafting table, and I want to upgrade it to an auto crafting table, just so that when I'm crafting stuff, if I get out of the crafting table window, I can... what do I need? I need a bunch of gears, don't I? Yeah, I can still have the items in the crafting table, and I just want to get some experience with the thing. I mean, I know it's probably extremely straightforward to use, and I'm just going to not have enough sticks. Dang it. There we go, that'll be plenty. So we want 4 there, and we'll do this. Give those 1 more each, and then that gives us our 4 gears. I think, oh, so those... That's weird. I shift-clicked on that and it didn't send them all to my inventory, so not sure what the go is there, but no matter. And I'm pretty sure we just chuck this in the middle here and surround it with gears. So very nice, cheap item to make, but very, very cool. And, oops, only sleep at night, of course. As I understand it, you can use these to automatically make things. So... if I was to, I mean, I know I can't make anything out of this cobble. I mean, if I say that was just normal cobble, pretty sure I can just put a crafting recipe like that in there, pump a bunch of materials into it, and then pull a bunch of swords out the other side and mass produce swords that way. And so I think that's going to be really cool to get some practice in with this and learn to fully automate a system just to produce items on demand. I think that would be quite cool. So far I've just been playing around with the mod. I haven't really started climbing the tech tree at all, as you guys can plainly see. But when I asked for suggestions on things to build to start climbing the tech tree, some of the main suggestions that I got were to build a generator for obviously generating power and running machines, a bat box for storing the power, a macerator or a macerator, depending on how you want to pronounce it, for doubling my ingot output sort of thing, and also an extractor for getting more rubber out of my rubber trees. And so I've now gone and created those 3 machines plus Batbox. So what I'm thinking we'll do, on this side of the wall here, I'm thinking we'll have storage, which we've already sort of got started, so why move it? And then on this back wall here, I think is where we'll have our machines. Now this is probably just going to be a temporary starting area, kind of like a base camp, while we work on all the other areas around Mesa Science. So don't be too concerned about this place looking kind of ugly, as I've mentioned, it'll only be temporary. So I think the best configuration for these machines, because I'm pretty sure once I place these down, I can't pick them back up without a wrench. Either that or it's dangerous to pick them up without a wrench. So I want to be really careful where I place them to begin with, and so I think that I'll have the generator in the middle. That kind of scared me for a moment. I thought that placed the wrong way around. So yeah, I think I'll have the generator in the middle, and I think what we'll do is instead of running a wire to... Oh, that's interesting. Don't know if I've been here yet. Oh, clearly I have, I guess. I don't know what happened there, but yeah, so instead of running wires and stuff to the bat box, I think we'll just connect the bat box on the back of the generator. Hopefully we can do that. And just to test that we can, I'll get some coal out. And I'm pretty sure we just chuck coal in the bottom there like that. Yep, so that's generating power. And so the issue with this is that it can only generate so much power. As you can see, it looks almost like one... Yeah, probably one piece of coal for that little window there. So we need to store the power, but that does not seem to be storing. So, or maybe does it need to be up? Well, the generator's going, but it's not storing any energy in the bat box. Huh. Okay, so I'm just... again, I'm not sure if I can move this... I don't know. Yeah, it doesn't look like I can move that without a wrench. So I might have to look into... what do we want? We want wrench. Now, I've seen a lot of people using this one, so, okay, that look like that. Alright, we'll give that one a try, and hopefully that's the wrench that we need. I'm pretty sure these other wrenches, I know that one Joe Hills uses, and that's something I want to get going at some point as well, because it's a wrench that never breaks. I swear that was how that was made. Oh, no, it's bronze. And what have I got? I got copper? Okay. Oops, wrong click. There we go. Okay, so how do we make copper? Sorry, not copper, bronze. Bronze is... Wow, that's going to be expensive. 1 tin and 3... I don't even know if I've got enough tin for that. Oh, possibly. How many did I need? I needed 6, I think. So, yeah, we'll have to go like this. And so it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6. Come on. Yeah, like I said, a little bit laggy, which is kind of annoying, but I don't think it can really be helped. So let's get all of that bronze. If only I could get my... it's just laggy items, I think. And so we need still... Okay, so apparently somehow we managed to get 12 bronze. Does this make more than 1? Oh, that makes 4. Okay. So I didn't need to make quite that much bronze. But that's alright. We'll save that for a rainy day. And there we go. We've got a wrench now as well. So let's stash all those ingots. And now can we use this wrench to... Yeah, beautiful. Okay. Now I want to try, just in case the reason that bat box isn't getting any power is that it needs to be wired. I'm just going to try and wire that up. Okay, now are you... Generator's going and generating power, but nothing's going into the bat box. That's a concern. I don't know, maybe I can't actually use dump power from this generator into that, but I should be able to. I know it's Spawn. They've got some bat boxes and generators and stuff linked up, so I might jump back to Spawn. And now over at this water tower, I think. Unless I got turned around. There it is. Okay, so you can see that there's the generators in the bottom of this water tower just to supply any extra power. And see, these feed straight into the bat box. So, I don't have anything to... That'll do, I guess. Don't know if that's actually going to do anything, but... So that's weird. With the coal, it started filling up the meter, but with the wood, it didn't. This is confusing. I mean, this cable here, I know is sort of the higher end cable, so I'm pretty sure I don't really need to use that. I should be able to just use the copper cable. What we might try instead, if we can't figure it out from this one, is we'll head to Unhost's place, because I know he's got some machines set up without a back on them over here. So he's using this wire as well. But I mean, see, he's using higher grade stuff, so Wait, so he's got a generator going into an MFE, which I'm pretty sure is just a super advanced bat box, and I think this thing looks like a bat box, and I thought it might have been, but no, this is a transformer, I know that. So this is no real help to me, unfortunately. So the only other thing that I can think of is that I know on these bat boxes, kind of like with the, I think it's the low voltage transformer, there's a little dot on them that's usually either an input or an output. Now I was pretty sure that that was an input on the bat box, but I'm thinking perhaps it's an output and that you can input to any of the other sides. So what I'm going to try and do is spin this around with the wrench. Yep, cool, and that should hopefully... Beautiful. Alright, we've got our bat box building up energy. So now we can place our extractor and our macerator, or macerator. Even I'm sort of confused as to how I want to pronounce that. But alright, so we'll place those down there. And a little bit of lag. I want to get in behind here. And I think if we just run some of this copper cabling out... So it's got to come out of the, yeah, it's got to come out of the back, doesn't it? So, and I know I'm wasting absolute tons of power here, but we'll get rid of that bat box for now and maybe place it underneath the generator. So if we place that coming out that way, that should, again, generate power. Yep, cool. And I guess it's not really going to save us that much wiring, if any. But so if we do that, I think that should work. And now I've got myself stuck. I'll come out this way, and so now these should have power. Very nice. Yeah, so here it didn't save us really any wire. I think we would have had to use 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pieces, and we used 4. So we saved ourselves 1 piece of wire, and then when we go to put machines and stuff on top of this layer, we'll probably save ourselves a fair bit more wire. But now what we can do, let's see what I've got to test these things out. Yeah, we'll macerate some of this stuff. Don't have any iron, so I think my next most valuable will be copper. So I want to get that macerated nice and quickly. And so do we put that? I think we put that in the top. That's really, really slow. But that's okay, so that'll chug along in the background. I do want to have it, like I don't want to waste any of this power or any of my time, and so I want to have these things going pretty much constantly if I can. And I'm not going to be here to change around this copper ore stack, so I think what we should do is make ourselves a hopper. And now I'm hoping that that's enough iron for a hopper. Let's see, what do we need? Oh, no, that's not going to be anywhere near enough iron. Or maybe it will. What do we need for a stone gear? Just a wood gear and cobblestone. Alright, so I've built myself a chest, a stone gear, and we do have enough iron, so we'll make that up right now. And so what we should be able to do is just chuck this... Oh, that's not going to work, we need a block behind it. So I'll put some cobblestone down for now, and I'll neaten all this up off camera, I think. So we should be able to just chuck that hopper there, and then if we come and grab some of our ores... I don't know how much of this is going to be able to fit in the hopper, to be honest, but just chuck a bunch of that in there. So we've got tin, silver, gold, and monazite. I don't know what that's for, but we'll grind it up anyway. And lead and silver we'll have to wait for next time. So I'll chuck all that stuff back in there. And so this stuff is, as I've said, I'm going to hopefully have this running constantly, producing me, maybe not this one, this will probably only just run when I need it to, but this will definitely be running as often as I can keep it going. But to do that, I'm going to need to start getting a bunch more a bunch more ores. And I did show you this tunnel that I dug straight down to bedrock and was mining out in the caves and stuff. The problem is I've tapped out both of the caves that I ran into, and I could just branch mine out to the sides, but branch mining's boring, let's face it, and especially in a game with so many contraptions for automating everything, I don't want to be branch mining. I want to use my off-camera time for planning and making things look nice and looking for new things to build, not on branch mining. So I do want to set up some sort of a mining operation here. Problem is, I've looked into quarries and they are ridiculously expensive, at least for my level of tech at the moment. So like for example, if we... so there's the quarry. So we need a diamond gear, a gold gear, and 3 iron gears. And the diamond gears alone take 4 diamonds each, as well as 4 gold, 4 iron, and then 4 stone. I don't have nearly those resources, not even close. So I think what we're going to have to do is try and go for something a little bit cheaper in the meantime. And I was searching through the items in Not Enough Items, and I came across something called a mining well. And I don't know about you guys, but to me, this seems like something that would be used for automated mining. So I think we're going to build that up and try and get this working today. So I didn't quite have enough iron stashed to make the mining well, and a couple of other little things that I wanted to go with it. So I've come down into the mine and I've been doing a little bit of branch mining, trying to find some iron. Heard a little bit of lava off to the side here, and I've been trying to find it for a while now. Finally came out at just the right level, and it sort of links up with an abandoned mine shaft. How perfect is that? Now, sort of really got to start using those numbers for selecting my items and stuff. But yeah, this is exactly what I was looking for, or at least I was. I'm not entirely sure what I had planned is going to work, but nevertheless, it's always nice finding an abandoned mine shaft, as there's usually a bunch of goodies to be found. So I found the iron that I was going to need for the mining well, and as you can see, I'm macerating that up now. One issue that I ran into with the macerator though, with this hopper, is that even if, and I took everything out of that, even if you have items up in the hopper, it won't, or it'll feed them into the macerator, but the macerator won't start working until you clear the iron dust or whatever dust is there out of that spot. And like I said, I want to have this running automatic. I don't want to have to keep coming up and fiddling with that. So let me just arrange things a little bit here. I want to try and experiment with getting items out of the macerator and into a secondary chest. And so the chest that I'm making now, actually I need to get that arrow out of there. We need a little bit more wood. Yeah, that'll be plenty. The chest that we're making now is essentially just going to be a ore dust chest. So once ores have been macerated and turned into dust, they'll be transported to this chest here, and then whenever we get a chance, we'll just take the dust out of the chest and smelt that up. So pretty simple, but yeah, I'm not 100% sure if I know I should be able to get items out of this macerator, I'm just not really sure how. And so I've been searching for pipes, because I know that's what I've got to use, and I'm pretty sure that I can start with this wooden transport pipe. So I think since that would be the cheapest, that's probably what we're going to start off with. And so it looks like just a bit of glass in the middle and wood on either side, which is fortunate because I do have glass somewhere. I've got 1 glass in my inventory. Sure, I had some more glass somewhere. There it is. Okay. And get that out of the way. Nice little level up sound there. And what we're going to do is, there we go. We've got our wooden transport pipe. And we've got 8 of them as well. That actually makes quite a few, so that's nice. Won't have to make too many of those, I wouldn't think. Now, if we're lucky, which fingers crossed we are, we should just have to place that pipe there. And is that going to... It doesn't seem to be working. let's see. I need to make an electrical or some sort of an engine anyway. Let's see, what did we want to make? We wanted, not ending, engine. Oh, what's that? That looks really cool. Gravitation engine. I have no idea what that's for, but it looks extremely expensive. Superconductor cover. Iridium plate. Yeah, these are going to be pretty expensive, so we won't worry about those at the moment. Redstone engine. I think this is what we're going to want. So we need some wooden gears, some wood, got a bit of glass, and a piston. Okay, and there we have our redstone engine. Now, I have seen some people use something that looks similar to this and point that into the wood to pump items through it. I'm assuming that's what I've got to do, so we'll give that a crack. And I'm pretty sure that with these engines, all I've got to do is just put a lever by them and turn them on, and they should start working. But that doesn't seem to be doing anything. Where did I put my wrench? There it is. Okay, I think that doesn't seem to be working. My only other thought is that maybe you can't just take items out of any side of the macerator you want. Perhaps you need to take them out the front. So we'll give that a shot. Again, that doesn't seem to be working. When we did we turn the... No, we didn't turn the redstone engine off, so it looks like that only moves if it gets power and if it's got something to do. So that means it was probably doing something with that wooden pipe. So what we want to do, if we can we just grab that with a pick? Yeah, cool. It's hard to know what needs a wrench and what doesn't in this game, but I'm sure I'll figure it out eventually. So I know this is going to look really, really messy, but it'll do for now, just so that we know what we're doing and we can tidy it up afterwards. So is that going to... Okay, so that's pumping the items out now. So it does look like I need to take the items out of the front of the macerator, which is a little bit of a pain, but nothing we can't handle. So we'll let that... What happens if we turn the engine off mid? Okay, so the items will still go through the pipe. They just need the pipe to get them started. That's good to know. So I just noticed it looks like the engine's actually going quicker now, and it did change color. So it's quite cool. It looks like... Now, I'm hoping that this speeding up won't speed up to a point where the engine will overheat or explode or anything like that. I can't sort of click on the thing, right click and get any stats up, so I'm hoping that so I don't think that has a heat stat, so hopefully that shouldn't overheat. So I've finally got the iron that I need to make the mining well, and so I've made myself up the iron pick here. We need iron on both sides, an iron gear in the center, and redstone on the top. And so that makes our mining gear. And I also made myself a redstone engine to power the thing, because I'm pretty sure this is going to need power. Now, I'm not really sure how the thing works, but we'll test it out by just chucking it there. Can't right click on it, so there's no stats or anything to help me out, but we'll just plug this into a redstone engine and with a lever flick that one on, and hopefully it starts doing something. Let's see, is it doing anything? I don't know, maybe that redstone engine just needs to speed up before the mining well starts actually working. I'm not really sure. That redstone engine is starting to go really quick. I don't know if that's going to explode. That's probably something I should test, but I don't know, we'll live dangerous, I think. Now, why is that? Maybe you can't macerate lead ore. Yeah, it looks like you can't macerate that. So that I'll probably just chuck straight into a furnace, I think. Well, the redstone engine's moving back and forwards, so something should be happening. Or at least I think that means it can power whatever it's plugged into. So I might try making another 3 or 4 redstone engines, plugging them into that, and just seeing if it's a matter of this thing not having enough power. So I hooked this up to 3 redstone engines, and one one bit of cobblestone popped up on top of the thing, and oh, just gave me another one. So it looks like it is working, just very, very, very slowly. And I'm not 100% sure if it's gonna just tunnel down that one block, or if it's going to spread out in a 3x3 area. It is continually spitting out the items though, which I don't want to happen. I want this to be able to run while I'm out and about doing various other things and not spew my items all over the place. So I think hopefully I should be able to fix that by just placing a chest right next to the thing. And I think if I place one chest here, and then just leave this running for a while. Once the redstone engines get up to that stage over there, we should get a pretty good idea of how well this mining well is going to work. So I don't know if it's just me, but this guy here doesn't look like he's too healthy. He looks like he might explode at any moment. Again, I'm not really sure if those engines can explode or not. I hope not. But these ones over here are now up to full tick. They're not blinking red like that one, so that makes me think that that might be a bit of a danger sign. So I think I might actually flick that off for now. Let him cool down a little bit. And so yeah, these 3 engines are now finally ticking over at a decent rate, but the thing is mining still very, very slowly. It is doing its job and will steadily produce stone. So far it's only digging straight down, not digging in any or around that tube. So I think I might think this probably isn't the best solution. I'm not 100% sure yet if it's just gonna, for all I know, it could dig all the way down to bedrock, hit bedrock, and then start mining out around the tube. But yeah, if you guys know, let me know in the comment section down below. For now, I think I'll let this keep running. Although, with 48 stone, 2 iron, and 6 dirt, what's that? That's 56. And what level are we on here? We're on 62, plus 5 levels thereabouts of bedrock. It's possible that this thing may have just hit the bottom, and that's as far as it goes. I think I might dig down and see if that goes all the way down to bedrock. So still trying to find the bottom of the pipe, and I just wanted to show you guys this massive silver vein. I'm not sure if silver veins are normally this big, but when I realized that I was essentially surrounded by silver, I thought it was worth showing you guys. So yeah, back to trying to find the bottom. And after mining out all of those ores, this is the crater that I'm left with. That was 2.5 stacks of silver ore plus 3 of this different silver ore. I don't know what the difference is, to be honest, but 10 tin ore, 13 iron, and 20 apatite. That was one hell of a find, as well as 37 coal. And I just hit bottom, so yep, it looks like the mining well dug all the way down in just a 1x1 column and then stopped, which is a shame. That's not what I was wanting. I was hoping that it'd dig in at least a 3x3. And why am I stuck in a wall? There we go, a little bit of lag. So yeah, unfortunately this is not really going to be a very good option for automated mining. It got me a little bit of stuff, and I emphasize little. But yeah, for the amount of effort it takes to set up all those engines and the mining well, not really worth it. I'm assuming that this is sort of more for probing down into the ground, trying to find like some lava or whatever, and then turning this into a pump, which you can then pump lava into like a generator or something like that. So yeah, looks like we're still trying to find some sort of an automated mining rig. But that'll have to be the end of the episode there, guys. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you guys next time. A tunnel to begin with, just to try and get some basic resources, because I was having no real luck finding caves and stuff around the area. And yeah, I went with this diagonal kind of tunnel. I like the way that these look, especially when the tunnel's nice and long. That looks awesome, I think. And yeah, I hit a cave here and a cave down the bottom. So yeah, thanks to this little branch mine here, we've got some resources that we can play around with. Not really anything to write home about, but yeah, we've got some stuff going here, as you can see. And that means we've got enough stuff to start building some items that you guys have requested that I build, or suggested, I should say. So the first one is someone suggested that I should make a pocket crafting table, and from what I've seen on various other actually, how did I make this? I need some more. And there's a little bit more over that side as well. And now I don't want to be taking, quite obviously, don't want to be taking up the entire red rock surface here with my my base. But I thought that this little formation here makes a pretty good natural spot for the building. And it's got a little bit of a what we'll probably make into a courtyard in the middle there afterwards, and then it's surrounded by all these elevated areas where we can build buildings and stuff on the inside. But yes, that's what I've been doing recently, just running around, taking a look, planning out where I want to put everything. Also been playing on the server a little bit with Unhost, Minecrafted, and Joe Hills. Unfortunately, I accidentally deleted the footage. I was going to cut some of that into this into today's episode. But yeah, unfortunately, I accidentally deleted that. But we've got one to spawn, which is beautiful. So I can zip back here if I need to get anything, and or meet one of the guys. And then I got a linking book to Unhost's place, to my place, Minecrafted's hub, and Shablam Sciences. Those are the only ones I've got at the moment. I'll try and keep updating my collection as we go. And I do want to keep these in a safe spot somewhere. I'm not quite sure where yet. I'm thinking for now I might just temporarily keep them over this side, since I'm not really going to be doing anything over here. Oh yeah, and you guys haven't seen the expansion of the room. This was so out here is where we first came into Mesa Science. I've expanded the room out, as you can see, this way and off to the side over here. And I also dug a bit of a... But as a result of playing with those guys, I got a couple of new toys. First one, as you can see, normally I would take enough damage from that to die. Unhost was kind enough to make me a pair of rubber boots, and I gotta say, I love these. Being able to take that... Oh, that's... Battling creepers at the moment on the server is... yeah, kind of dangerous for me. The lag makes it very difficult not to blow those creepers up when you kill them. But yeah, these rubber boots, love them. They, I'm sure you guys know by now what they do. They reduce your fall damage. They don't take much damage themselves either, and even if they do, they slowly repair themselves over time. So these are going to be a lifesaver, I think. And you can probably see in my inventory my other little toy that I've been playing with. I've started making linking books, and so yeah. What's up, guys and girls? Static here, and welcome back to the Tame the Beast server for a little bit more Feed the Beast. I've just recently been running around this red rock area trying to make sense of where all the landmarks and stuff are, and where I plan on building my buildings for Mesa Science. And I've sort of noticed that over here, this front side here, this is where I've decided that we're going to be coming into our facility, as spawn is sort of over that way. And you can see, I don't know how well you can see it on the minimap at the moment, but at the moment what I'm running on top of is a raised bit of land, kind of like a mesa, and it sort of comes around this way, curves around,